Why do you have to fix a WAEC that day? Was it fixed without your consent? Was that WAEC date, mathematics date, fixed with that? That is what, oh, Jide, the guy in TVC with the big belaf, Abawo. Look at him. He was there fighting, giving reasons why the Biafran people didn't have any right to stop that day. That day, after all, even your own children are writing WAEC that day. Mass, it's a very important cause they cannot forget. So this your sit-at-home nonsense cannot hold. Then why is it that when you want to do your salah, after the normal day, you will tell the Nigerian people that you have not seen moon? That means automatically that the next day is still holiday. And when the next day we witnessed it, we have witnessed it severally. The next day, the moon is still yet to be seen. You forced another holiday on people. Only one day. That's for nothing, or just for religious sake. You are forcing holidays. You can afford to take 3 or 4 straight days away from people's business life or work life. And nothing happens. Only one day. Over Igbo, our people, you forced on us. Only one day. You said, for crying out loud, who is that moron that want to listen to your argument? Tell Jide that Jide is always projecting himself as a man who is very well learned. But that is not true. Jide, you are not learned. He's always projecting himself as a man who is very intelligent and scholarly. No, you are not. If you are not, if you are really, you should know that all the things you have always given the people is the opposite. You cannot fight the state. Says who? You cannot be stronger than the state. Says who? Let me not even go far. Let me not go far. Go and check the history of Afghanistan here. Afghanistan here. Go and check Afghanistan here. Afghanistan, they sacked a government. He was there telling the Senate that this thing that is happening is laughable, cannot also be allowed to continue. So why is it always that the Igbo youths are targeted? Each time the Nigerian army has confrontation with the IPOB men, armed men, that the military come back to the streets to wipe our youth, innocent, armless youth. Say why? There are a lot of people are holding up to that video in the Senate by that Senator Otazi. They said that is it that our military doesn't have the willpower to confront people with arms? Is it that their only power lies when there are innocent women, children, helpless or armless youth, armless elders in the society? My country people, I carry Obonga news come give una this morning. Alex Otti supports Biafra. Atiku Abubakar sympathizes with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, asks for solution. Reverend fathers and other Biafran ministers support Biafra with full chest. Other people, expatriates, Biafrans all over the world who are in important positions in different countries of the world, coming out now to see the right thing must be done. A win-win for Biafra. A win-win for Biafra. We are moving. Listen as we bring the news in details. Good morning, good afternoon, my fellow country people. Good evening, depending on where you are watching from. Akpan Asukwo coming your way again today. I see the shele. This is the news where they come from the development of our Biafran people all over the world trying to keep and remember the fallen heroes, our good veterans, our fallen heroes, those who put their lives in the line for us, who sacrifice their convenience for us. They want us to have our freedom. They want us to have our safety. They want us to have better life. And along the line, they kick the bucket. That is the ultimate sacrifice they paid. And the Biafran people all over the world decided to say, oh, we are going to remember these people this day, and we are not going to joke about it. And this is what we are going to now talk about. What happened after the Biafran people decided to sit at home just for one day to mourn their fallen heroes all over the world. And the Nigerian state tried everything possible to clamp down on this, to make sure this day was not observed by Biafran people, you know, as it is in the way of our stubborn Biafran Prime Minister, the Biafran PM, Biafran Republic Government in Exile, Mother Simon Ekpa, and his cabinet, his government members. Now, the PM said, because of you daring to say just one day that we keep all through the year, observe, to respect and mourn our fallen heroes, you say you are not going to allow it happen. You will not live to see it happen. He said, okay, I am going to make it 3 days. That way, the world will know that we are in charge. The world will know that the Biafran people are totally in charge and not the Nigerian state. Because of this, the Biafran government in exile mobilized its men. Say, be peaceful. Make sure this date is respected and observed very peacefully all over the world and all over Biafran land, not all over the world, as a slip of the tongue. And then what happened? The Nigerian state now had to move in troops. They moved in troops all over Biafran land. This is targeted at intimidating, humiliating, and also decimating our people, which they've always done at will. Now, what is the reaction? What resulted from it is a thing that is not funny today. What is it that resulted? A lot of the Nigerian military were killed. And what happened? How did Nigerian government intend to go about it? They rallied around all the Southeast governors, the South-South governors, but especially the Southeast governors, told them, we are charging you to show your relevance, your loyalty to the Nigerian state, to the caliphate. You will ensure that this day is not observed. Begin to issue threats to workers, to civil servants. Anybody who didn't come to work, who fails to come to work, will lose his or her salary. Some said anyone who fails to come to work will lose their job, because there are many people vying for that work. And some others came out, they said they don't want to care. Some said even your shops, if you fail to go to your shops, it don't be. I think this is a threat coming from Anambra Governor Professor Charles Soludo Chukwuma Nwambweke Nwambwafo, who promised Anambarians heaven and earth and yet to fulfill any. Now you can see that one who is Nenugu Oluwalemba Peter, that one said him go carry him for head. That one said na him and the hopeless Uzodimba where they worried the Supreme Court governor for Imo State. Say na that one, na them, they go make sure say nobody observe that date. 9 people they ask, which will be the problem? They swear for now. But as unfortunate as it is to them, to their disappointment, the Ebonyi State governor said he wasn't going to really be part of all this, because all of us had our families involved in the mess. We never called for war. War was brought upon us. YouTube, please, this is a disclaimer. We are not asking for violence. We are not promoting violence. Please, we are trying to bring in peace. Thank you. We continue. Now, Abia State Governor, the wisest of the governors in this particular dispensation, the wisest, the most intelligent Abia State Governor, Chief Dr. Alex Otti. Alex Otti said, please count me out. This is him saying, see it in the dailies. Alex Otti That is his response. Said, count me out. I will not be part of this kind of, it is against even God himself, that a people who were on their own, you force this on them, and their population went down in millions. And remember that this is 5 different powerful countries of the world was rallied to fight them to this point and decimated their population, and you want to stop just one day in a year. They say they want to observe and mourn their fallen heroes. You said lie to lie, you no go date see this one happen. He say for him, Dr. Alex Otti, him hand no go day. Say he wash him hand come out, he wash him leg come out. He no go day stand the way of anybody who is promoting the sit at home order. He no go day involved. If you do for your head, no do for my sake. I am not involved. No can carry joint head together between me and my brothers them. That is wisdom. Can you see wisdom? It is that which is very profitable to direct. Now those people, the other governors, that was now when you heard Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's brother come in. This is it here. Kanu Takano responding. Said this is the handiwork of Hope Uzodimba. He is doing this because he benefits from insecurity. When there is insecurity, his security vote goes high. And when it goes high, he see more reason to do more. Because he wants to make more money while in office, while it lasts. Now, this is what the game is all about. And the soldiers who came to disrupt or force people out of their houses, to be in the street, now they were confronted by the aggressive and angry Biafran Liberation Army officers. And army met army. The problem now is what happened. Army met army and another army wiped out the other army. And some people are saying, but this very army that are wiping out, they never had any formal training in that. And the other people are saying, that was what Wolo Soyinka was telling you. Wolo Soyinka told you, Biafra is a spirit. You people went out for him. Soyinka now and again came back to tell you, you can never win them. Some people were fighting him. So Wolo Soyinka said, he came to clarify himself again. He said, because it's not because they are gods by themselves, no, but because they are fighting a just cause. People who are fighting for survival, whom everybody knows their fight is a good one. You want to use intimidation to humiliate them out. That is not going to be possible. That is the answer to it. That's why they are decimating them. Now, some other persons, like my friend from Medugri, whom I just referred to, he said, brother, what do you people they do? Now Hassan, I did program with him in Ghana. Yes, the University of Ghana, I did a program with him. Now he said, what are your people? If they know what thing they do, this army when they buy like this, so they go come back. Oh, when this army come back, it no go easy for anybody. Oh, say say that the ordinary youth for your place go suffer them. And as we speak, see what they are doing.
They arrest.
See this video now.
They
are arresting every young person, innocent people in the street. Now, a lot of people are forced to ask, why is it always that when the Nigerian armed forces are confronted by fellow armed carriers, they run away, those who are not quiet? Is it that they are not trained at all, or what? Is it that they are not willing to do the work, or that they are not trained at all, or that they don't have enough equipment to confront people who confront them? And the other people, arguments have been stirred up in different platforms. Many people are giving their opinion, which I am wrapping up with my own to summarize. Now, people are saying that they can remember sometime last year or early this year, a particular senator from Imo State, Otazi, he was in the National Assembly with his colleagues, where he's elected to serve it. He was there telling the Senate that this thing that is happening It's laughable, cannot also be allowed to continue. So why is it always that the Igbo youths are targeted? Each time the Nigerian army has confrontation with the IPOB men, armed men, that the military come back to the streets to wipe our youth, innocent, armless youth. Say why? There are a lot of people are holding up to that video in the Senate by that Senator Otazi. They said that is it that our military doesn't have the willpower to confront people with arms? Is it that their only power lies when there are innocent women, children, helpless or armless youth, armless elders in the society? Why is it that they don't confront the people who confront them? Why are people proud from the north chatting and making noise all over the social media? What happened? Oh, why did they tie these people like this? Oh, why did they have to tie army? Now, this is the same case that is going on in Plaza, the Abuja Plaza, where army officers were beating black and blue. Then people were asking, why did the army officer go there? The barrister that is in charge of the case was there. So why did the army go there? Is the army the civil order enforcer? Is the army the police? Why was army there? Was there any court order given to the army officer to go there? Did the army have any direct dealing with the shop owners? All of this is no. No. Then why is the army acting that way? That goes to tell you that the Nigerian army is acting unethically. They're not applying ethics. Why do you go to use gun to stop people who are mourning their own beloved ones? People who sacrifice for them. You're going to stop them. And somebody somewhere is defending this. Nobody wants anybody to be killed. The life of every person is very important. No constitution anywhere in the world allows anybody to kill or to buy anybody. Because human life is so precious. Human life is so important. Here, I want to shock you. For those of you who are there making news, I am particular about this old man. This old Otolense Awo Mbara frog that is always hating on the Igbo people, Biafran people at large. Anything that concerns Biafran people, this man is coming to take. He wants to be in the forefront. Fellow Biafrans, before we continue, please, I want you to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Please do us a very good favor because you know. Ọ na-abụkwa onye fụ onye na-akọ akụkọ ifo na-akọ akụkọ ifo, onye na-enye analysis ọ na-ene anya na-afụ ndị nọ ya n'akụkụ, ọ na-enye obi aṅụrị, so that we will be happy to be doing the work. What we are doing is very educative and is very informative. You don't need to miss it. As you are subscribing, be hitting on the like button too. Don't watch this video without liking it. Okay, like the video as you are watching it. Like the video. Make sure you share this video, please. And if you have need to comment, because your comment is very informative also. From your comments, we adjust and people come to learn too. Sometimes many people don't get much from the video or from the program itself, but from comments they get to pick other things. Whether you are English, we get them. Anyhow you fit write. Anyhow you fit type. Maybe our mama language be that. Who tell you say you know sabi speaking? Or do they speak anyhow? So as you click on the subscription, like the video, share the video in all IPOB platforms. Share it even beyond IPOB platforms. In WhatsApp, in Instagram, in Telegram, in Twitter now, X handle, anywhere on Facebook. Make sure you share it, make it to go viral so that the world will know what really happened. That people say they want to. Now, I am going to give you what Amnesty International is saying. Amnesty International in Nigeria and in the world, that's what they are saying. What BBC News also is saying. This is now projected by different news platforms. Because everybody knows the truth. The issue of Biafra now is coming to the front burner. The issue of Biafra, it is coming to the front burner. Yes. I will still tell you what Atiku Abubakar is saying, and now you see what I'm telling you here. Una see as I dey tell una. That man Jide in a TVC, Television Continental, owned by Tinubu himself. Every now and then, this guy is giving a hateful analysis, commentaries, contribution about anything that concern the Igbo people, they concern the Ijaw people, the Biafran people at large. The other day, it was at Okwoma community. This man is always taking a very biased view. Please, I am not distracted. I will not forget anything I have to say in this video, the purpose of this video. But let us talk about that man, because I was watching his own this biased view he was giving about this our sit at home. Oh, the Biafran people, these things they are doing, that army will do this. That man is always talking around nonsense. And you see his belly like owl. See the big belly like owl. He not even fit talk. But he must open that gutter to always insult or talk down at Biafran people. If you even follow his analysis about what is happening between Fubara and the WAEC, that is the same biased view. Because he want to make sure he favor his Tinubu brother. He make sure he want to be recognized. All these kind of Fungi that are very selfish, always psychophantic. He want to make sure that the government, all these crumbs that fall from the mouth of politicians, he want to always be there. Because he feel that WAEC is in the center, working with Tinubu. He's always given analysis before WAEC became this minister, before when WAEC was governor. He was always giving analysis against WAEC. Today WAEC is working with now against Fubara. If you follow him, man, this man is telling you everything bad about the Biafra agitation. And always that the Biafran people, he submits that Biafran people must submit. You can never be stronger than Nigeria. You must submit to Nigeria. And now the Kanu must come. Now, when he want to paint this thing now to fight against Simon Ekpa, he now want to paint Nnamdi Kanu. The same Nnamdi Kanu he have always talked bad against or about before. All along, all his analysis all these years. But because he want to see if he will, have a division, Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu. Now, who is Simon Ekpa? The Biafran people, even Nnamdi Kanu's barrister, have made it clear. There is no genuine follower of Nnamdi Kanu who is not a follower of Simon Ekpa. There is no one genuine follower of Nnamdi Kanu who is not a follower of Simon Ekpa. Because what Nnamdi Kanu stands for, his son, Simon Ekpa, stands for that. Now, look at it. They said that we don't have any right to mourn our bereaved, our fallen heroes. Then the governors like Alex Otti have shown you this example. This is what Otti had to say. That is a governor. That is a leader. That is a leader. Okay, before we continue, let me also read. Kanu Takano hold Governor Uzodimba responsible for the soldiers killed in Aba during the peaceful Biafran Remembrance Day. This is how he makes his money with the insecurity ravaging Southeast. With view to stopping, with top soldiers, that is at headquarters Nigerian Army. That's why he is blocking Nnamdi Kanu's release. That is article now comes to this is look at it, see it yourself. I don't think I need to read it, so I will not violate any policy. This is another one he's talking about. Nigerian judiciary is Nigerian judiciary in the hands of Yahoo judges. Without overhauling the judiciary, all the rights secured to the citizens under the constitution are worthless. Kanu Takano, sometimes you go even talk like Onyeri, always trying to still see yourself as you're still a Nigerian, and they won't bless me. Now look at Atiku Abubakar himself. He said it is time for political solution. Atiku, this is on the Obube Burundi soldiers. Now the People Democratic Party. So see for yourself. See for yourself. See this for yourself. Now, Master Simon Ekpa responded, "We are not interested in whatever you are talking. We have overpassed. We already passed that level. We are not talking any political solution again. You know you don't have any right to hold him, so he must be released. If you don't release him, problem for you. If you hold him, he cannot so it's only you know. Now we are coming. We just want to still come to the point where you hear a sound governor, because we want to just talk about what Alex Otti said. Breaking: I won't interfere with IPOB as they mark the Biafran Day. Alex Otti, a man of wisdom. I won't interfere. Now let's go to what Vanguard, how Vanguard put it. Vanguard News said, Biafran Day, Abia government won't confront sit-at-home promoters. Otti, a man of wisdom. He said, I cannot, if una want do na for una head, and no come involve me, no come join my head with my brothers them head. Make we come dey turn my state for a battlefield. Make me and my brothers come dey fight. When all of us know say everything that they do they right. When all of us know say they no constitute nuisance. When all of us know say they no be terrorists. When all of us know. And that is why I want to reemphasize this particular video. This man from Congo. This man said that everybody, the world knows that these people trying to call the IPOB terrorists. They are just trying to do that because they know the freedom of these people who amount to the collapse of the criminals who occupy political offices in Africa. Because once they are stopped in Nigeria, within 1 year, it will be stopped in other African countries. And within a decade, it would cease to exist again when Biafra would have stayed up to 5 years. Let's say within half a decade, when Biafran government would have stayed half a decade. So that is why that he remembered how they were called terrorists when they were moving for their own. That's what the man had to say. Just
when my parents were fighting for the liberation of my country, they were called terrorists. And I'm always mindful when it comes to this naming and labeling that we don't end up in an overly simplistic concept of everything being terrorism. The greatest terror caused in our country is often by elites in the bureaucracy in government who get into cahoots with foreign interests and are willing to sell their children, great-grandchildren, and grandmothers in exchange for expensive cars, for investments overseas, for little shiny trinket. Never factories that produce, never productive economy sectors, but trinkets that distinguish them as natives who did not transcend into understanding economy.
To address all those people who are making noise, including those who are Ijo, Ibos, Biafran people also who are making noise, whose family members are politicians, who are benefiting by contracts, who are benefiting in business way, different, those who are still wanting to gain from the government, that are from Igbo part, from Ijo part, from Ibibio, from Anang, from Efik, from every part of Igodomigodo or wherever in Biafran land, from Ishekiri. Now, these people, let us tell you, let us bring you to order. Have you ever come to ask yourself, what to make Ibi say, now only thing will have to do with Biafran people that Nigerian government brings in their red eye for? Why? Why is it like that? Is Nigerian government not the one who bring up different holidays, forced holiday on people from time to time? In a year, there are different holidays that are enforced, that are forced on people. So why is it the only one day that you are the one that, brought negative fate on our people? You forced other way we no want fight. You forced it on us. You brought in, and these people you forced the war on were already wooing you. They were defeating you. You brought in world power governments to come and help you bully them. Then after you have succeeded in Ibuha, then these people want to now have one day to mourn their loved ones, whom you have wooed, whom you have died, and you say they will not do that. Then why is it that when you want to force this your own holiday on us, we don't cough? When we want to do just one in a year, you stop us. And you think that we will always have cowards? That different generation will bring different people. And here now we have started having lions. People who defend the den. Now, go and check. There is something important I want you to follow up here. This argument have been put forward. Now remember, before I bring this argument, the argument I want to bring is, who is in charge of Africa? Who is the giant of Africa? Let us even bring that, even though we know. Then, coming to West Africa, because the argument they are bringing is a WAEC. After all, that day is WAEC day. That's why now people are asking them, even some journalists are asking them, why is it that the day, any day you choose that you are doing your Salah day, you do it and force holiday on people? When it is a Christmas day, 25th, you force holiday. That one day in a year, you force holiday. When it is 1st January, you force holiday. Then why is it that when you want to do your Salah, after the normal day, you will tell the Nigerian people that you have not seen moon? No? That means automatically that the next day is still holiday. And when the next day we witnessed it, we have witnessed it severally, the next day the moon is still yet to be seen. You forced another holiday on people. Only one day. That's for nothing, or just for religious sake. You are forcing holidays. You can afford to take 3 or 4 straight days away from people's business life or work life, and nothing happens. Only one day. Over other Igbo, our people, you forced on us. Only one day. You said, for crying out loud, who is that moron that want to listen to your argument? Even the governors. The good thing now is that the level the Biafran agitation has gone is that Biafran technocrats, economic experts, economy experts, all giant in different fields, industrialists, Biafran tech scientists, politicians like Otti are coming to terms with us, at least to some reasonable extent. Some Biafran military forces all over the world, in different armies of the different states of the world, they are coming now to agree with us. At this point, you think you can? That is why Wole Soyinka said, Wole Soyinka was telling his brothers, let them contend. That no matter what you do, you can arrest me for all you care. You can come after me for. That's why you came after me before, because I had to comment favorably on the Biafran issue in the favor of Biafran people. That this is the truth. He is still standing on it tomorrow. And somebody will tell me not to support Wole Soyinka against Peter Obi. You will akpamu. Azuiba. Imayeweba. Azuiba. Azunika. Akpamu. You want me to support Peter Obi against Wole Soyinka? So who came out boldly to tell you about Biafra, which is the interest of the Biafran people, that Nigerian government say they will never allow referendum because they know any day they allow referendum, that ends it. But we have decided to do it ourselves. That is why this referendum, in case you have not seen, see the update of the referendum. Over 30 million people now have voted. We have recorded at least more than the 20 million within these days of our sit at home. They have voted. They come out to queue. Look at them. Look at the lines. Physically, people come. They were not afraid. This is it. These are people. They are voting. They are voting. They don't tire. The poverty, the hunger, the suffering, the intimidation, the humiliation, the suppression, the subjugation of our people is too much. Every passing week in Lagos State, in Kano State, our Igbo people's properties, businesses are destroyed. Is the intimidation not too much? The sitting vice president told you that they will, after they have dealt with us with their economic policies, they will physically deal with us and push us to the ocean. He confirmed that this is in their agreement with the Obas in Yoruba land. And you are listening and you are fighting against your own people. Ifa Jonah. The treatment of Ifa Jonah is coming on. You think it will end with that very Ifa Jonah? The treatment given to Ifa Jonahs will be reactivated. Look at it. People are coming out in mass. They are voting. They are voting. And you think we will throw it to the trash? We spend millions of dollars to arrange for these elections. Because this is the first time we are stabilizing our government. We are spending money. The sites, we are also guiding that site. We are spending money. The ones that are voting online. Some people who are not presently in Biafran land, they are all voting online. In diaspora and those also within Nigeria who are voting, within Africa who are voting. They also do that online. Now look at it. Somebody tells you that you cannot sit down for one day to mourn your, but they say by force, if you don't come out to work, you will lose your job. You will not be paid the salary. If you don't come out, and Soludo had the temerity to come forth to tell people if you don't open your shop. You remember that this same Soludo had town hall meetings before he became a governor, promoting Biafra, questioning the Nigerian government for not implementing the 3 R's, the rehabilitation, reconstruction, and the reintegration. Oh, sorry, rehabilitation, reconstruction, and reconciliation. Are the 3 R's. That why he's questioning. Before his election as a governor, he was always having town hall meetings, always addressing as if he was really genuine. Today he's the one that is fighting anybody who observes the day. Not be the collector woto. He go the collector, and the collecting is just disruption of your government. But the real woto, I know. Time is coming, oh. Time is coming. Time is coming. Because you have caused too much pain on our people. Tell me, is Nigeria not in the forefront of any issue in Africa? How much more in West Africa? Examination. Why do you have to fix a WAEC that day? Was it fixed without your consent? Was that WAEC date, mathematics date, fixed with that? That is what, Jide, the guy in TVC with the big bellas, Abawo and Joko. Look at him. He was there fighting, giving reasons why the Biafran people didn't have any right to stop that day. That day, after all, even your own children are writing WAEC that day. Mass, it's a very important cause they cannot forget. So this your sit-at-home nonsense cannot hold. God, come and stop it now. Awo, Mbara. You are there, always fighting, condemning every cause of our people, always supporting anything that is against our people and our interests collectively, because you feel you want to maintain a good relationship with every government that comes in power. Oh, you cannot fight a state now. You cannot fight it. Please, if you are listening to me, tell Jide that Jide is always projecting himself as a man who is very well learned. But that is not true. Jide, you are not learned. He's always projecting himself as a man who is very intelligent and scholarly. No, you are not. If you are not, if you are really, you should know that all the things you have always given the people is the opposite. You cannot fight the state. Says who? You cannot be stronger than the state. Says who? Let me not even go far. Let me not go far. Go and check the history of Afghanistan here. Afghanistan here. Go and check Afghanistan here. Afghanistan, they sacked a government. President and his army all run away. He sacked them. The Afghanistan Al-Qaeda, the Taliban sacked, and the Taliban, they are the one, they constitute the government today. They are the government today. Let me not be saying unnecessary grammar. They are the government today. Did they not sack the government with all the military? Government too. See, you cannot fight the government. That is Jide telling you. Do you know what is the people's will? The people's will. Jide, you said you are learned. The people's will. How can you upturn the people's will forever? No. You can only fool some of the people some of the time. Never all of the people, and never. Certainly not all of the time. A day will always come when the people will wake up. When Soyinka, your brother, told you that it is possible for you to be more in possession of more arms and you are more in numbers, the people with arms. But it is not possible for you who work as a paid worker carrying the arms to defeat the man who is not a paid worker carrying the arm, defending his cause, fighting his own fight, to liberate his own people, to have his own peace, to have life, for survival. And Jide, you say you know law, you know you are learned, you are a very good literate. Go and check Article 51 of the United Nations. Go and check. Go and check chapter 1 of the United Nations chapter. Go and check. Go and see what is written there. That is why the United Nations was formed in the first place. The United Nations is formed to tell the world that everybody is equal. That a people who feel they don't want to be member of any union, anytime they are tired, they are right to say that there is nobody in the union who has more rights than anybody. The UN Charter said that this is the primary reason for formation of the United Nations. And who are you, Afonsi? Who are you, Apamu Mbara? Who are you? Jide, who are you? You are practically a nobody. The led you said you are a scholar. Where scholar my food? Where? Where did you learn? Where did you study? Did you study? Do you look like a studious person? Do you look like a serious person who studies? Always trying to hate at a people who did nothing to you. Okay, I want to now tell you. They say, oh, I was watching your analysis about the Okoma community crisis. Your level of journalism is, you are a pocket journalist. You are not qualified, you are not a qualified journalist. Your kind of journalism is a pocket journalism. That a military, that level of high military officers went to a community. There is no issue of any kind of state aggression. That there is a crisis, a dispute between people, which is the work of community leaders and the police within the office of the governor to control, and military. When the military is sending somebody, the military knows whom to send. When the military are sending, they send boys. But high-ranking army captains, lieutenants, big high-ranking officers were that in community. Your intuition, your consciousness did not tell you there is something of interest there. And the military went to that community and constituted that level of nuisance. After a few weeks, the military came up now, they have discovered, they know the people that did it. The people they have rendered homeless, the people they have died in large numbers have gone forever. Every now and then, there is ambush in the north central, in the northeast, even now in the northwest. Every now and then, even in Katsina, even now and then in northwest, in the whole northern Nigeria, almost all the states, Nigerian army have been ambushed by in very large numbers. I did a program last time. I gave what looked like a detailed analysis and numbers. I mentioned figures, facts and figures. I picked them from national TV. I picked them from national newspapers. I did not pick anything from online that you might call junks. Nothing. I picked what is verified and accepted by Nigerian states. Every now and then, high numbers of the army are ambushed and pied. Jide, you never come one day to say the army should go and wipe all communities there. What happened in Okwama? You say they have to pay for it. And the army now have to go to make innocent people. And what happened? You saw it was not helpless women, helpless youths who are armless. It was old men, including the king. What an embarrassment. Jide, if you are not a fulefu, tell me, why is it that you never bother to show us an emir who has ever been arrested for not going to arrest people who commit a act of terror in his community? Tell me the name of that emir and tell me the community. Tell me the state. Tell me, Jide, you must tell me the state. Tell me that community in the northern Nigeria, in the Fulani, the Caliphate area. Tell me. But Jide, you are happy that the king in Biafran land is humiliated. This man was shedding tears in the custody, and the army boss was saying, but that they are not yet done. Anytime they need him again, they will still involve him. He even surrendered himself. Can you see that? That's the humiliation you want us to continue to take. Jide, I am bringing you here because you are the one in the media who is not, you feel you can talk, you can say anything. I have seen a lot of other Anumanu who are joining you. But I am particular about you because you are always found in everything negative. Jide, it was the case between Ganduje and the Yusuf, the current governor in Kano State. You actually had to take side with Ganduje's camp. Everything that is, anybody that is with, you have never been a truthful person in your life. Why Ganduje today? Because Ganduje is in Tinubu's camp, your brother's camp. I have not seen a man as biased as you. Hey, that's why would this one want to probe the former governor? The probe is it, and you are always giving, and that other Anumanu there, Anum Pama, that is coming there to always support you. Our people have decided that they will take their destiny into their own hands. Did I want to ask you, is there any law anywhere in the world that says a particular people should be one, always enduring, tolerating the pain of their own people? Are there any special people that any constitution of any country or any international organization that supports that? No, it is not the army. Army should not be paid. It is the ordinary people that should be paid. Somebody had the temerity to cite Otti and the Canibium case. Otti and Zakibium case. That don't worry, the army is going to, you know how, this is the people, these people, that is, they know what happened to Otti in Zakibium. They know. The other one say, even till today, nothing has been able to grow in Otti village in Bayelsa. They are priding in what they are doing. They are priding in unleashing terror. Tell me, a country that prides in unleashing terror at armless citizens, who would be that citizen that want to remain in such a country? You think citizenship is a product of coercion? People are forced to become citizens? No. That is why you have always supported the government never to carry out referendum, because you know the will of the people. But how long do you think you can do that? Sorry to disappoint you. 2nd December this year, we are few months ahead, very few months. Biafra will be declared. I don't know how you will be doing your crying, because it be like saying that you carry am for your head. I don't know the language you go take do the crying, because you believe it is not possible. You believe it is not possible. But my scholar, my philosopher told me that, young man, you see that word called impossibility. This is a word found only in the dictionary of fools. It is a word found only in the dictionary of fools. Why would you want to have us coerced into an arrangement that takes our lives, frustrates us, tips us back into the Stone Age, make sure we are never surviving, frustrates us at every given opportunity? A country whose constitution and the policies tells you, one, that people from this part of the country are more intelligent. Because of that WAEC, NECO, GCE, and all the JAMB, all the examinations, that there will be classification of the result based on the mental capacity inborn or inherent on those race. That is to say, for JAMB, for instance, somebody who is coming from Igbo land is supposed to have from 270 scores and above. Then if you have 270 scores, you might be qualified to now write aptitude test to have entrance into university. Then that is somebody who is from this other part, due to they accept that they are mentally deranged, their brain power is too low. That is, they will now have to be allowed to pass with either 90 or 100, 120 maximum. From this course, 190, you score 90 from this side, 90 over 400 though, that you are qualified to write aptitude test and get admitted, or 100 or 120. And somebody who scored 160 from this other 260, this other side is considered did not perform well. Then this is to show that these persons are extremely very superior mentally. Then when it comes to the issue of them who will lead, who will be in the positions of leadership, the expert traits of that country, they say now these people who are the mentally superior people are not qualified to have appointments, have to be in offices, in the top-notch high-ranking offices. Then it is these people who brain are very, very magnificently low are the ones that are qualified to be in very high-ranking offices. And you say that somebody like me should be very happy. Why would that kind of country progress? Tell me, why on earth, how on earth will such a country progress? If it is true that the persons that will always occupy the positions of authority, even those that are elective offices that must come from each state must have their representative. Now the representatives of this state have been, the system have been doctored that it is those arthro brains from this other side that still control and influences whatever happens in this side. That is to say, at the federal level officially, these persons with low brain are in charge at every level of it. Then at the state levels, those states that are from this side too, now they submit to those ones that are also of low level, how will such a society ever succeed? How would they make success? That is why you will hear a brain. That is why you will have the brain that somebody will be producing these natural resources, and we will pay big money in dollars to send it to another man's country to process it, and then pay another huge money to bring it back. We are talking only the transportation cost to and fro. We are not yet talking about the real cost of processing it over there. It is because you have people of the targeted brain that are almost equal to that of Nama brain. They are the ones that must rule you, and they say that it is a forbidden thing for you from this side to rule. It is atrocity, it is a sin for you from this side to rule, no matter what you do. And no, they don't care how much Obi that you will do. Counting election, Obi number one, Obi, you will be counting elections, any that you can do that for to your all the ajiwe there for your brokos. Don't color white. You can keep doing that. Obi kerenke, you'll be counting results, counting. Yes, you that you can do anything. You say you have won. That they tell at the end of the day, the person they announce as the winner is the winner. And you will keep allowing one greedy man from your side as Obi to keep distracting you, even when he himself have told you severally, one, that the judicial system, Nigerian judiciary, is a buying and selling. When it's election again, he will still tell you he trusts the judiciary, that you just come and vote, ignore all your seat at home, come and vote. After the election is over, he will tell you again. He did it with Atiku. When he came with Atiku, he did it again when he came alone with Dati. Now, you see, he's still coming again. No? That's why when Soyinka told him, Oga, even your own people are tired of you. They know you are a trader. Everything is opportunity for you to trade. You will continue to deceive the people. They think you are still in opposition. They don't know that the government is already pushing something for you into your account. That is what you people don't know. Wolu Soyinka, he came out this time to support Biafran people. That in fact, if he's allowed to say he will tell you that he's hating on this Obina. Why will you continue to use yourself to distract your people who want to be free, who are doing everything to be free? The only thing you have to tell them is that Biafra died 52 years ago. They should forget it so that you keep trading with them as a trader you are. Yeah? That is it. Now, look at we are going back to our argument. That the Nigerian government influences what happens with WAEC because they are the big brother. If Nigerian government says this day, please, this exam will not hold this day, it will not hold. Sierra Leone, wherever, Ghana will have to shift it. If Nigerian government says let it be on Saturday, let it be on Tuesday, let it be even on Sunday, it will hold. That was why Dr. Alex Otti, I must put your doctor for you because you're a doctor, said, if you are bringing, look at what Alex Otti said though, if you are bringing the argument of it is a exam day and a very important, it is marks that cannot be avoided, we will have to talk about it peacefully. That the Biafran agitators will have if you talk to them like with manners, with respect, that they have a way to accommodate us. They can say, only for those who are writing WAEC, we can even afford to protect them. Let them write their WAEC. But every other person, sit at home. It's not a big deal. After all, when you are doing your salah, they tell us, say you never see moon. The next day you say you never see moon. And we pause everything. So why this day? Even me, Alex Otti, my family run a lot of casualty victims. A lot of victims of the war. So waiting be your problem. That is Alex Otti. Before we continue with this discussion, please, I want you to see this this particular video. this scholar. This is a scholar. You are the one to tell us how to mourn our loved ones. Look at it. He said you have no input on this, Oga. Listen to this man. Listen to him. Let's listen to him. What?
It's not the duty of people who are not involved to deny the pain of people who are involved. In Nigeria, there's this big embargo about Biafra. You must never talk about Biafra. We have to move on. You have to forget. You have to just move on. Forget about it. But it's not the duty of people who are not there to forget. If the people who suffered want to forgive and forget, it's their prerogative and they can do that at their will. Well, Steve Jobs, has anybody read his autobiography? Yeah, he stopped going to church because he read about the Biafra war. He said, if Christians can do that to people, why should I worship that God? I don't agree with him, but that's his view. He felt so bad about the war. Bernard Kouchner, former French foreign minister, remember him in Kosovo, digging every last bone to understand what happened in Kosovo. But where did he start? He started in Biafra. He was there as a Red Cross volunteer. He resigned from the Red Cross. He said, we can't be impartial in such a situation. He founded Médecins Sans Frontières, MSF, because of the Biafra situation. And that's what Biafra did to him. John Lennon returned his MBE to the Queen because of the Biafra war.
As a protest against
Jimi Hendrix was playing concerts to raise money for the children in Biafra. He was raising money to feed people like me. I would have died if those flights hadn't come in. 3,170 flights in 3 years that came in with all the food we wanted because there was no way to feed Biafra. And of course, part of the war strategy was to starve and kill everybody. Akanu Ibiam, he had all the awards from here. CBE, MBE, everything, right up to the knighthood. He returned all of that to the Queen because of the war.
Okay, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world, this is still Akpan Sukwo. I want to remind you to share this video, like it, just click on also the what do you call it, notification button, that place with bell. See it here, I'm displaying it in the screen. Click on this place with the bell, click on the you have already subscribed. I want to believe you have already subscribed. If you have not, please do share this video also to all platforms you wish to. IPOB platforms on social media, big that's open social media like WhatsApp, wherever. Share it on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, wherever. Share it. Thank you. We coming to the conclusion now. The reaction that is coming now you can see like they threatened. The army have come to arrest people en masse. Are they arresting these people now because they did not know that these were not the people that came out to carry out the action? Are they doing this as if they don't know where the people that came out to carry out the action stays? Was it not Senator Ottazi from Imo State that was in the Senate the other day? I think that was last year now. It's a year now, or not up to a year. Was he not the one telling the Senate that he is not satisfied with what the Senate is doing? Why are we all, he was telling his colleagues, why are we all keeping quiet for the army to keep wreaking havoc in our communities in the Biafran land? He said the army will not do this thing in Zamfara, where there is serious terror, where the army have been pied in large number. He said the army will not do this in Katsina, where even while the president was from there, they were wreaking havoc, bombed and pied even children. They said it was gas explosion, it was this. They gave different excuses at different times. All manner of havoc they wreaked in the northwest, in the northeast, and north central, and trying to force it around everywhere. The senator was asking the House, his colleagues, he said, why are we like this? Can't we call this army to order? That this army said that Nigeria, he said, I am not the one saying, he said that the army knows where the Biafran army people are. That they have camps in all the southeastern states. That in each state in the southeast and some south states, each camp, each state, they have up to 10 to 18 camps, and that the government knows all these camps. But the army is always afraid of going to these camps. But when they have been dealt with by this Biafran army, they will come to the streets and be decimating our youth population. That he as a person is speaking as an Igbo senator, that the thing they make and they shed tears. He say how long they go come allow this kind of intimidation to they go. Now again it is happening. The people that did what they did in Okwama community, they did what they did, they left. The army came and brought their pythons to dance. To dance. And I wonder if the international community no more have embassies in Nigeria. Are they no more getting news? Are they no more hearing of what fate the Biafran people are suffering under Nigeria? Okwama community, the kind of pain the families, now that families in Okwama are staying in IDP camps for what they know nothing about, and the people, no apologies even till today from the army. And somebody here is crying, oh, why would they have to? Who gave them the guts to come and buy army? How would they buy the army? And I was forced to ask one of them. So army has the right to buy the ordinary innocent citizens. An army is not to be bought. I then asked the one of them. And I said there, Oga, try to go and have a look at UN Genocide Convention 1948, ratified 51, the year 51 rectified. Now, said with the ratification, said the UN said it is forbidden for you to go and infect any group of people who are taking their stand, protesting, or you go there and inflict pain. It is there in the article. Whether you inflict pain on them, forcibly take away their children, you go. This is genocide that they are carrying out. They have, since the end of that Biafran war you called, the war have continued. Please, UN, YouTube, disclaimer, we are not inciting violence. Disclaimer, we are not inciting violence. We are doing analysis. We are not inciting violence. It is a peaceful quest. It is a peaceful venture. Thank you. So now, since after that Aya has continued. Aya never stopped. That is how they have continued to buy our people. If you carry flag, you protest. They buy us countlessly. If they see you gather anywhere, that is one of the conditions they gave Manlankan after he came back from the prison. He doesn't have any right to stand with any people, thereby denying him the rights their own constitution gave him. And their constitution said every other thing that comes in contention with this constitution shall be immediately ignored, should be nullified, because nothing can come ahead of this constitution, their own constitution. Anything that comes against it's considered as an ultra vile and it's null and void. Now they said Narkanu doesn't have any right to gather. The way they continue to eat. Do you know, I posted a news, I don't know why people didn't see that news. The leader of the Mieti Allah, the organization that have been proven by everybody, including Nigerian politicians, to be responsible for terror activities all over Nigeria, as supported by Boko Haram, because they seem to be more dangerous than the Boko Haram. The Mieti Allah, that the federal government of Nigeria gave them convoy, the leadership, they made them to be like also a second president of Nigeria, and said, Garba Shehu said it, the Buhari government himself said it, that they are very important stakeholders in the Nigerian state. That is not the one I'm talking about. I mean, 2 days ago, after they constituted the very recent nuisance, terror, not nuisance, they were arrested by Tinubu government. And just 2 days ago, the court, Federal High Court, said that they are discharging them of all terror charges. Just like that. And the same court of Nigeria said Nnamdi Kanu, just like all the world have said that Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist, cannot be answering any terror charges. And the High Court of Nigeria quashed the cases, and today they say they are no longer quashing it. Nnamdi Kanu must remain in their custody. After all effort. And somebody is still having the temerity to mention political solution. Atiku Abubakar here is talking about solution, maybe out of sympathy. But the anger I'm having is our own people who say, oh, the way we are doing it, Simon, yeah, this thing you are doing, you are just making noise, and we are paying our people. Yeah, the people you say you are protecting, you are paying them. That it is only political solution. Which political solution? What do you understand by political solution? A political solution that they tell you, the only solution is, oh God, don't mention Biafra again, then you go. If you agree, put your signature here. Don't mention Biafra again. Just remain peacefully. Manage the way we are managing. The masses will manage. Those who find themselves in the circle of power will keep living in luxury. And nothing will ever work. And we continue a life like that. Our children will come to meet that. Children unborn will come to meet that. No. Okay? No. Look at what the Amnesty International have to say. See, look at what the media outlets have to say. Please watch and watch. Just maintain peace and watch.
But first, a quote, trigger-happy approach to crowd control. That's according to Amnesty International, which has released a damning report against the Nigerian military. The NGO accuses the country's security forces of killing at least 150 pro-Biafra protesters since August last year. Demonstrators have been calling for an independent state for Nigeria's Igbo people in the country's southeast. The army has shut down and denied the allegations. Well, for more on this story, let's cross to our correspondent in Abuja, Chika Ojua. Chika, a very good evening to you. What more can you tell us about these very serious allegations?
Well, the report that was released today by Amnesty International is quite chilling. It's a comprehensive analysis. Even the title of the report alone says everything. It's called Nigeria, Bullets Were Raining Everywhere. And Amnesty International basically compiled evidence. They compiled videos, photographs, different accounts. They spoke to over 200 people who were on ground at many of these protests. And of course, the protests that we're referring to are supporters of Nigerians who want to create a new state called Biafra. And of course, this document,
okay, you heard that all. You heard it yourself. At least you have seen it yourself. Okay, now I want to ask you, are you more informed than these media houses? These international media houses, this Amnesty International, are you more informed than them? Do you understand journalism work than them? Are you more just than them? Do you know democracy more than them? Do you know about law and orderliness more than them? Do you understand about civil society and good civilian cooperation more than them? Why are you always trying to paint yourself you know more? That these people have continued to face tribulation. Their economic life have been strangulated. They have been denied. They have been denied everything. They don't have any need to remain, and they have every reason to protest, get agitated, and wish to opt out of the union. They are the ones saying it. And you are here telling us we don't have any right to say we don't want to be here again. You're here telling us that we cannot conduct referendum by ourselves. As if you don't read wide. See that different countries of the world emerge using different approaches. And after they use that approach, It goes into political history and people study it in school. That people all over the world have used different approaches to gain their freedom. Different approaches. After they use that approach, we study it. It is brought into our curriculum. We study it in school. Oh, see how East Timor did it. See how CZEC did it. That is how these people break through. That is how Norway, that is the approach Norway used. And you say that when you do your own, if you take your own approach, as if we just 2014, we didn't know how Ukraine did their own. You think that we will remain that in blindness like you? We think everybody will be daft like you? This is what is happening in our land. Everybody is waking up to say, Oga, you people are not doing it right too. We got to tell you. Senator Shehu-san is crying out now. You think it's only way to think? Or you look at our Reverend Fathers here. This is our Reverend Fathers, not Father. In fact, our clergymen waking up. It is a breeze blowing. You remember immediately they catch rather than they kidnapped him. Even Fadede that disappeared in the public space came back to talk about Biafra again. Father Mbaka came back. Father this other one here now. Different ministers of gospel are coming out to talk. Even non-Biafran people. Iginla in Abuja, they are here talking Biafra. You think it's ordinary? It's not ordinary. It has gotten to the level you cannot, no matter any blackmail you want to bring forward. No, because you feel you have a small money in the small bank. We told you what to do. If you like, don't listen to our programs. It's your business. We have given you expo on what to do and be safe. It's your business. It's totally your business. Look at it, Amnesty International. They're the ones saying it. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, you can see that is the only thing they know is to intimidate armless citizens. Now they are carrying out arrests in a bar, arrest here and there, but that doesn't stop anything. Because what they are doing will aggravate. Thank God a lot of the people they have carried have voted. And much more people because of this will vote. And eventually they will all be released, this time by force. You will hear how they are released. Because the world, America for the first time, American Parliament speaking about Nnamdi Kanu, speaking Biafra. For the first time, UN, what do you call it? The British Parliament coming, sitting and listening to Nnamdi Kanu discussion, listening to Biafran discussion for the first time. CNN now doing, BBC now do, what is it, what do you call it? Documentary now for Biafra, which after 50 something years they never did. They are doing it now. And you think the fire is going to quench? Never. You failed. Thank you, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, as you end by watching this Bibemonso video. That is a Bibemonso.
Mama, ekene muni. Ishabi oya de la nyama. Nke onye chiri nazelo. Ana m agozi ana Biafra niile. Onye ụkọchukwu si na oya adịla ndị Biafra mma. Nwa afọ Biafra ọbụla ebe ọbụla ị nọ, Chineke nna jikere na-egozie gị. Onye unu na n'onu ya tata bụ Fada Ebemonso. Ana m ekpele unu ekpele. Tata ụfọdụ na-ajụ kedu ife a na-anọrọ n'ụlọ sit at home. Ya, today bụ Biafra Day. Tata bụ ụbọchị Biafra. Eji elota ndị niile n'ụlọ ọgụ Biafra iji wetutela anyị ugo. Ndị n'ụlọ ọgụ nwere onwe nke bidolunu ọgụ mkpagbu ndị n'ụlọ ọgụ wee sị na mba na ihe anụlọ onwe anyị ka ọ wee dịla anyị mma. Ndị sị na ụmụ anyị aghara ata ụfụ ha wee were ndụ ha wee tụnye. Mgbe ọbụla nna eche maka our heroes past ndị nụlọ ọgụ a ọ na-agbamanya mmiri n'obi na-ekenekwa Chineke nna maka ụdị obi o nyere ha ji wee pụta kwulu n'iru ọgụ wụọ mgbọ niile dị na ya ọ tata ka anyị ji wee sị tata ka anyị nọ wee sị na anyị anọ n'ụlọ wee lụtafa aka alụ mfamasị tata kpeelufe ekpele ekwuelu Ojukwu ekpele